Hey guys, I'm Glitter Valkyrie, and welcome to my 2K sub special. I promised a Xander Fest, and so today we're going to try and get as many Xanders as we possibly can. For the uninitiated, I love Xander. I love him so much that I intentionally summoned for his bunny alt. And Dancing Xander is my favorite one, so I am going to try and get as many merges for him as possible. My current one is +4, and I know that a +10 probably isn't feasible, at least today it's not, but we'll do our best. Last year it took like 500 orbs to get a single copy, so I'm hoping the RNG is a little kinder this time around. So let's get started. So you might have noticed that I did not have a free summon to redeem on this, and that is because I am extremely impatient and I couldn't wait. I have only done a few polls so far, and I might be at like 3.25%, if I'm even at a rate up yet. I didn't check. But I promise you, you did not miss a thing so far. And we get a Zama. Okay. So let's back out. And we have no colorless. So the plan is that if I don't have any colorless today, we're going blue for Ryoma, because I really want Sky Mayogi for Xander. I'd feel a little bad about sacrificing my only copy of Ryoma, so I'm really hoping to get a spare today. Alright, no colorless again. In the event that we don't have any colorless or blue, then we're going green so that I can maybe fix my minus attack Alencia that I got last year. Don't get me wrong, I love her no matter what, but I would love her even more if she could actually kill the things that she's supposed to. I still use her a ton, mostly for dancing, but she struggles with Noe, and that's like the one thing she's supposed to be able to kill. And look who it is. Okay, we'll back out of the circle. If you're wondering why I am not pulling for the Summer Xander 2, I'm kind of wondering the same thing myself, because he is my only player phase Xander. I thought about going 50-50 between the banners, but that dance. I can't express how much I love the dancing one, and I really didn't want to spread myself too thin going in between two banners, so I decided to go all in on this one. If I had to rank my Xanders from least favorite to most, it would be Spring, Summer, the original one, and then the dancing one. The dancing one is definitely my favorite. 3-star. We get another Azama. Okay. We'll back out. Nothing to speak of so far, but after last year's multiple attempts to get any focus units on this banner, I'm just taking it all in stride. This banner is probably one of my most favorite banners to date, because I am a player who is very reliant on dancers, and basically any new dancer banner will hold my interest if they have something new and shiny. And on this banner, the character choices were just perfect for me. Oh my gosh. How many Azamas is that? Okay, we'll try again. I was so excited when this came out because some of my most favorite characters are on this banner. And I know that I say everything is my favorite, but some of these characters really are. Xander is obviously at the top of the list because he's Xander, and Alencia is actually my favorite character from the Tellius series. I have been gunning for her to get a flying healer alt since the game's launch, and that's actually what I thought that they would make her initially, but I was just happy to have her in Heroes regardless. But I'm still waiting for that healer alt. I really hope they give it to us one day. I actually had a really lovely surprise on the Summer Celebration daily banners. I managed to snag a free Alencia, which puts her at +4 for me now. strangely enough, I have only really intentionally summoned for her on her debut banner, and the rest of them were all just really happy pity breakers. Really? Okay, I think that's enough Azamas for one day. Okay, 2 colorless. Do not be Azama. Okay, it's Gaius. I can't say that he is my favorite, but I signed up for this. We have smoke. And it's another Gaius. Let's check the appearance rate. 4%. What was I talking about before the Azama and Gaius invasion? Oh, the free pulls. So, aside from Valencia, I did manage to get 2 other 5 stars from the daily banners, and they were both actually off focus. I got a random Na one of the days, which was a really nice surprise because she was new for me. And I also got a random Lewin, so I was super happy. The free Alencia came right around the time of the Sothis. Yes!
I shall dance!
Oh my gosh, he has to be my absolute favorite character to pull. I am so happy to see him. He's perfect. And he is plus defense. I know that logically I should take the defense asset and merge my other ones into him, but I really like plus attack on him, so I think I'm going to keep that one. And I know this is Xander Fest, but we had a pity rate, we're pulling those greens. And it's a Barst. We'll try the other one, and probably the red as well, because why not? Yes! Oh my gosh, I am so excited. She's not going to be minus attack anymore. I can't believe she came home with Xander. Okay, well, we'll check her IVs. And plus res, I will take it. So we'll definitely finish with that red. And I know that a lot of people would fodder Alencia for her weapon or for attack speed push, but she is never fodder for me. I'm just so happy to have her. Okay, we got a Lilina. So I should probably take my Xander and Alencia and run, but this is a special and Dancing Xander is my favorite Xander, so we are just gonna keep going. And we get a Soth. We'll back out. So for my 1K special, I talked a little bit about why I started the channel, and if you missed that, I can save you 20 minutes of your life. Basically, I really like Fire Emblem, and I have weird luck, and I felt the need to share both with the world, so that's why I started the channel. But for this special, I thought that I could answer a question that comes up fairly frequently. People will often ask me, why Xander? And my first response would be, why not Xander? He is amazing. But I really do have reasons other than his fantastic design, I promise. I will admit that the design caught my attention initially, but it was actually his supports that made me love his character and decide to make repeatedly questionable decisions for him in Heroes. And we get another Lucius. Okay. So to explain my irrational love for Xander, I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that he overcame a really miserable upbringing, and I think that he turned out pretty decent in spite of it. It is no secret that I am a total sucker for a tragic backstory, and I think that Xander's is pretty sad. I mean, all of the Norian royals had pretty terrible childhoods, but I feel like Xander kind of bore the brunt of it with the responsibility of being the oldest, and I don't know, he really did his best to care for his siblings, and he even acted like a father figure to Elise, so he gets extra points for that. We get a 3-star, 3-star Gaius. Okay. Another thing that really stuck out to me about his character was that Xander really wasn't good at anything, and he had to work really hard to be exceptional. And I think that makes him really relatable. When he joins you, he's like this super OP unit that can just tear through everything. But when you do his supports, you learn that he wasn't always like that. He was weak and unskilled, and I think it's admirable to have to work at being really good at something. And we get a Tsubaki. I feel like if you didn't do a lot of his supports, Xander probably isn't a very compelling character, especially if he just played Birthright. He really has the weight of the world on his shoulders, and I feel like if you only play one side, you don't necessarily know about all of his struggles. Okay, we get a Brady. We'll try the other two. I think that one of my favorite Xander supports was the one with Siegbert, where he tells him to imagine people making him nervous as bunnies. It was just the cutest thing ever. There is another one too, where he talks about how he was shy as a kid, and that is definitely something that I identify with. So he gets points for that too. But even I will admit that he is far from perfect, and it's kind of why I like him. I think that it makes him a more complex character. Okay, we get a Soth. I tend to gravitate toward characters who I have something in common with, and as someone who is painfully shy and not instantly good at things, I can definitely relate. And we get a Felicia. And if I recall correctly, I think that the support where Xander talks about being shy is the one that he has with Sakura. I recognize that Revelations had some problems, but I did like being able to have both sides interact. I mean, I guess Conquest did have some problems too, but the map design was great, and it's definitely my favorite of the 3 paths. When I first saw that Fates was going to be split into different routes, I actually decided on Nor pretty quickly. I loved the designs for the characters, and I was really intrigued to see what would happen if you went with the stereotypically evil route, which is totally not my personality at all, but I'm very happy with the decision. That route is still always the one that I go back to, partly for the challenge, but mostly for Xander. I really like that they expanded on the concept of having different path options in 3 houses. At the time of recording this, I have beaten Golden Deer and I am working on Blue Lions, and it's so interesting to see a story from different sides. But I still maintain that the Golden Deer is the best side, and when I go back for more playthroughs in the future, I think they'll probably be Golden Deer. Okay, we get another Sakura. We'll back out. So after playing 3 houses, I am assuming that the post-time skip lords are going to end up in heroes at some point, maybe as legendaries, and I am totally fine with that because I want Claude Emblem to be a thing. But I'm guessing that it's going to take a while until they do it, and I am still waiting for my legendary Xander in the meantime. I have been waiting for Chrom as well so that I can finish my Chrom emblem, and I'm really hoping that one day IS will hear my plea and throw me a bone with one of my favorites. And we get a Matthew, already plus 10. Plus 10ing Matthew was one of my more questionable decisions in this game, but you know, with enough investment, you really can make any character good. And that's kind of why I love this game, even after all this time. My most proud accomplishment, aside from my Xander emblem, is that I can clear like 99% of the content in this game with a launch unit that many people regard as terrible. I know that Sarah isn't everybody's cup of tea, but she was such a huge part of my first Fire Emblem experience, and I just think it's so cool that I can use the same character that I loved as a kid to just absolutely wreck things now. And one of these days, and I have no idea when, I would love to make a Sarah showcase because I think it's always fun to see units that are regarded as pretty bad just tear through difficult content. I don't really have a plan for the channel per se. I've always just kind of taken things week to week and gone where the wind takes me. But I do have some ideas for videos. It's just that I need to find the time to make them. 4.25. Okay. The channel has definitely been more than I anticipated, especially for someone who doesn't put myself out there like ever. It's been a really neat experience so far, and oh my gosh, it's Claude. It's Claude. I don't have words. We got the best pity breaker in the game. He's plus defense. I'm so happy. I'm so sorry. I lost all my words for a minute, but if I could not get Xander, that is absolutely who I wanted. Oh my gosh. And we get a Setsuna. Okay. Let's see if we can get super lucky with both of my favorites in one circle. And we get a Lachesis. That's fine. Okay, let's see if we can get a Sparioma. I really need to realize my dream of destroying Surtur with Dancing Xander. Well, it's Noe. That's fine. Okay, I just want to try one thing really quick. I feel bad ignoring Summer Xander, so let's do this. Well, that's a sign if I ever saw one. Let's hope for a Corrin. It's a 3-star. So my head says, you got Xander and Claude, you should probably stop. But my heart says, get that Dancing Xander. Okay, we only have a couple pulls left. See if we can clutch it out. Or if we could get another Claude, I'd be super happy with that. It's a 3-star. It's a Jacob. So let's try reverse psychology. This has worked exactly one time. I don't want Xander. I want another Azama. Well, it was worth a shot. We get a Priscilla. We'll back out. Okay, at least we have 3 colorless here. It's another 3-star. Okay, we get Alyssa. I was really hoping to get like one more Xander, but at least I'll have a +5 Xander now. That's just one step closer to +10. Another 3-star. We get a Kaze. We'll try the last one.
I shall dance.
Yes! Oh, I am so happy to see him. Oh my gosh, Xander coming in clutch. I am so happy. We'll check IVs. This one's plus res, and I know it would probably be smart to take a res asset because his res is pretty low, but I'm keeping the plus attack one. So we'll finish out the circle. Let's see if I can get that dagger for him. It's a 3-star. It's Obro. Okay, last pull. There's smoke. And we end with a Sylvia. Okay, all things considered, I am thrilled with my pulls. I got 2 Dancing Xanders, I got an Alencia to fix my minus attack one, and I got my first Claude merge. I can't promise that I won't go in for more Xanders before this banner ends, but for right now, I have a +6 Dancing Xander and I am so happy. And like my previous special, I need to end this with giving Xander some presents and by being sentimental and saying thanks. So I apologize if the next part is upsetting if I kill your favorite character, but I didn't make that do it for him graphic for nothing. So there is my disclaimer, and I hope you enjoy the last little part of this video. So I figured that I would end things today by doing what I do best, which is making very questionable decisions for my favorite characters. And so I did sacrifice a dancing lobster, also a Sue, but the lobster was what hurt a little bit. And I promise I really did think about it. And the heart wants what it wants, and mine wanted to watch Xander destroy all the armors, so my apologies if you love Ryoma. But I also wanted to take this opportunity to say thank you to all of you, because I really didn't think that I would make it this far, and it is really all because of you guys. So I don't really have anything else to say other than thank you so much for everything.
Let the dance begin. Watch my technique. Ha! Impossible.